Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Today it is June 2nd, um, 2020. The Pacific time it is 12:17. No, 12:18 right now. Today we can continue to explain the Heshoutang natural health system and for the women section, and women section. It is after we finish this section, there is only one left on the questionnaire, and it is for other problems. We need to finish all the information, and also we need people pass the examination to guarantee our team, our members can use our system correctly. And it is very important. By this way to develop the Heshoutang business, it is possibly some slower, but once we build up the team like this way, and we will be very powerful. We will be very powerful. And remember, we're working on the health by natural way. And sure, this kind of natural system, it is on basis of traditional Chinese medicine. And we need to do the exact actions to guarantee our system working. So I hope all the people who are interested in natural health business, who are interested in the Heshoutang business, and you can really learn this system carefully, and so you can use the system correctly for the people to win the high rate satisfaction. Okay, let's continue the explanation. This is clear, huh? Clear. A second. Yeah, this is fine. In the questionnaire, we set the women section separately because the women has a special function And the special function is the period. Into the period. And also before maybe explaining the information like for women, and we explained like period. And we mentioned that the period is a mark of woman. Mark. What is mark? Mark means the woman is woman because they have the period. And it is very, very important for the woman to be a woman because they have period. And also the period, it shows if the women are healthy or not. Because before we explained like if the women have a good period, have the healthy period, and that means their body is healthy. Is healthy. At least if the women period is healthy, and this lady will have no serious health issues on her body, and period is also the period also shows that the woman has powerful energy. Because if the women, the period is healthy and they can have the babies, they can gain the pregnancy and they can produce the babies. They can produce the babies. So the period is very, very important for the lady. And also, before when we explain the period, and we tell the people, like how can tell the period is healthy or not? And it's from like different kind of items, different kind of different size to explain. The first is color, right? The color. You know how to tell the women period is healthy or not? Here there is no space, right? No space. We will mention this kind of information on here by the whiteboard right here. Okay. In fact, to know if the women period is healthy or not, there are several kinds of items, or there are several size we can tell. The first is you can see the color, okay? The color. Normally the period color or the blood, the menstrual, or we can see the period blood color. It is fresh red. Fresh red. The word is not clear, huh? Let's see. I use different color to show. Use purple. Use this one. Yes. Yeah, like this. This is clear. Okay. So for the color, normally the period blood color, it is fresh red. But sure, maybe at the beginning, when the period come, when the lady period come, at the beginning, it's possibly a little dark, little dark. At the beginning, what do you mean at the beginning? Because at the beginning, it is your womb, will take off the old skin, and that kind of old skin, when it comes out of the womb, it can make the blood color is some dark, but it's just temporary. It's just temporary. It's just for the beginning. And most of the time of the period, a period blood color, it should be the fresh red. If the most time, the period blood, the color is not fresh red. It's not fresh red. At least it can shows, it tell us that your allergy, your circulation is not good. At least it can tell us that if the period color is not fresh red, it shows like the dark red or very dark. And that kind of color of the period blood, it tells us at least the people circulation is not good. And the circulation in which organ system, it is in LG, okay? Because period is controlled by the LG. If the blood color is not good, it's dark red or it's dark, at least it can tell us the people allergy circulation is bad or is not good. It's not good. The second item to tell the lady period if it is normal or not, and it is the time. The time to come and go. The time to come and go. Generally, if the women, the period come timely and it goes timely. What means come timely and goes timely? It's like generally, the ladies, the women period will come monthly. And for the women, the period come timely. I give example. If the lady, like this month, their period come on the 22nd. On the next month, the period time come also at this time, or maybe 21 or maybe 23. There were no big difference to come for the period to come, and this is called the come timely. If the lady like this month, the period come on 22, and next month they come on 30, or they come on 26 or 27 or 27. Something like this, it tells us the lady, the period is come so late. And if the lady this month the period come on 22, and the next month it comes on 18 or 15, there's a big difference. This means the period is coming too early. It's coming too early. And for go, generally for goals is the same thing. For goals, the same thing. If the period goes too late than before, or if the period goes too early than before, that is also shows. It also shows the period will have serious problems. The problems, and later on when we explain the form, the questionnaire, we will tell how it is looks like. And so the time to come and go is the second term to tell us if the period is normal or not. The third one is about duration. For the duration is how the period of the women last. How long the women's period will last, and this is called duration. The duration generally it is about 3 to 5 days. 3 to 5 days. 3 to 5 days. This is generally for most healthy women have the duration of the time, the duration of the period. And if for this, if the women the period is just 1 day, it is too less. 1 day is too less. And if the women the period duration is over 1 week, like 7 days, over 1 week, and it means the lady's duration time is too long. And also we will explain what kind of problem it is when we explaining the questionnaire for a little later. For now, we just show what kind of terms we can tell us if the period is normal or not. The first one is clots. The clots is the blood clots. Sorry, it should be the blood clots. Blood clots. Normally, the period blood of the women will have no blood clots. And sure, at the beginning, it will have the women's period will have like even granules. It is called even like almost the same size. Even granules. Small granules, something like that. At the beginning, it should have that. It is because the skin, for the period, okay? In fact, it is for the old skin of the womb will be taken off. and also it will be take out of the womb by the period blood, and the skin when it is taken off and it is come out from the vagina, and it will be like granules, even granules. This kind of even granules, it is not the blood clots what we mentioned for here. What we mentioned for here. So especially I said we at the beginning of the period, and you will see yourself, sure, the even granules come out. That is not the blood clots we mentioned here. And it is the womb, the uterus, skin will be taken off. And the blood clots here we're talking is like it is the blood clots. And this kind of blood clots, it could be big, it could be small. It is not even. And you can see by your eyes very clearly when it is come out. For this kind of even granules, which is from the skin of the womb to be taken off. And those kind of even granules, if you not carefully, you cannot see it, you cannot notice it. But the blood clots, you can see it clearly by your eyes, and it is not even. Some is big, some is small. Some is big, even like an egg. Small is even like beans. So those kind of stuff, it is what we call the blood clots. Generally, when the people can see the blood clots in their period blood, and they will have pains. They will have a lot of period pains. Because this kind of blood clots is belong to the blood blockage. The blood blockage by the blood clots. This kind of blood clots is from the womb when you have period. But if this kind of blood clots, it is in the blood vessels, or it is in the lungs, or it is in the muscles of the womb, or it is in other places, and which you cannot see, and it cannot come out naturally by itself, that is also belong to the blood blockage in other organs or in other organ parts of your body. So since like this way, and it means you have blood blockage problem in your body. Blood blockage, we need to break it. So the four is the blood clots. The five, it should be the smell. Normally, the smell of the period blood beaming, it is like fresh fish smell. That is normal smell. The normal smell is like fresh fish smell. And this kind of smell is normal smell of the period blood. If the smell is very strong, especially like meat burning, you burning meat, the smell. If the smell is very strong, If the smell is very strong, like a burning meat smell, generally in the conventional medicine, it is called, oh, you get yeast. You get yeast. You get yeast infection. You get yeast infection. Or you get bacterial infection. You get bacterial infection. But in natural health, we doesn't mention the yeast, we doesn't mention the bacteria, we doesn't mention the virus. If you have very strong burning smell, we say it is like what? Right here, okay? Hot toxin in allergy system, or hot dampness toxin. Hot dampness toxin. Hot dampness toxin in your allergy system. How we can see the dampness? We need, according to see the burning PP, the dripping PP, mucus on the mucus cover the stool, mucus cover the stool, right? Something like this to tell if this kind of hot toxin with dampness or not. If without burning PP, without dripping PP, without mucus on the stool, and this kind of strong smell is from hot toxin. Hot toxin too much, blood detox will work on it. Hot dampness toxin in the system, jaw clear, prostate care, and even the hair stop body. Even the liver detox, and even the prostate care, it will work on that. Sure, the flammapil, if you see the mucus cover on the pulp, on the stool, you can also use the flammapil to help work on that. So this is smell. But if the smell, no smell, if you cannot smell it, the smell is very, very slight. Generally, it is not heart problems. And if they have the problems, and with the blood period, the period blood, no smell, or very, very slight smell, and it could be the cold problem. The cold problem could be the fire energy low problem. If the cold problem, fire energy low problem, the people should avoid the cold food. Because if you have the cold problems in your body, you take the cold food or you take the cold drinks, it is like what? On the ice, you put snow. You put snow on the ice, you know, and it will make your body more cold and it will make your problems worse. So many people see, oh, Tom, can you explain what kind of food I should take? I see, in fact, if you know what problem you have, you will know what kind of food you should avoid. Very simple. If you have cold problems in your body, you should avoid cold. And what kind of food is cold? What kind of food is cold? Normally, it's very easy to tell. It's ice, right? The ice. The cold food, especially like when you cook today and you put in the food into the fridge and you take tomorrow without heat it, And this kind of food also is cold. And also for the fruit, like watermelon is cold, the banana is cold, the banana is cold, the pear is cold, the pear is cold. And also for any other new stuff, which I cannot list it. It is also very easy to tell. You just try by stomach. You eat it. If you eat this kind of food, which even I do not know, which even you do not know, but it's possibly in the supermarket, they import it, or they're selling new kind of plants, new food on there. Even without anybody tell you, you can take it, you can try it, your body will tell you. If you feel comfortable with it, okay, this kind of food is correct for you. If you feel discomfort, if your problem is worse, and then this means this kind of food is not good for you. One time, try, doesn't hurt you much, but can let you know if this kind of food it is correct for you or not. We cannot know all the food's properties and list them on the book. We do not do that. We tell you the tool, the method for you how to know about it. Because you yourself can test it. You yourself can test the food, the drinks, and also you yourself can test even the health plan. What offered by any kind of people to you. So it is not that difficult. Heshoutang natural health system is trying to make the health advices, is making the health detection, making the health plan easier way. Not make it so complicated, not make it so confused, so difficult to understand. We are trying to focus on simple. We're trying to focus on calming people, on calming people to know themselves what kind of problems they have, what kind of food they should take, what kind of health plan they should take. We're trying to make this kind of simple system for the normal people, for the common people, to protect their own health. So the fifth one is smell. The sixth, I write it here, okay? Six. The sixth is about the pain. The pain. When you have period, before you have period, during your period, after period, if you have belly pain or not, because menstrual, it is a period pain, or in other words, it is menstrual pain, menstrual blood, menstrual pain. It make a lot of ladies, it make a lot of girls, big suffering. And many kind of ladies, because they will have severe pain when they have period. They're very scary. They're very scary about it. In fact, for the menstrual pain, and in the natural health, in fact, it is same as any other kind of pains. There is one sentence you can tell. Like, I write it here, okay? And I think maybe this the background is make the face it shows yellow. It shows yellow. In fact, the color is not correct. The color is not correct. But anyway, so I need, many important sentences or the knowledge, we should repeat it by times. Okay, so you can remember it. Where there is an energy stasis or right here, okay, or blood blockage. There is a pain. This is for most pains. For many pains, you can use these words to consider. Some pains, they because energy low. Some pains, it is energy low, and also we have explained like dropping on the back, right? Dropping on the back. The bones pain, the bones store pain or sore pain, right? And also some stomach pain, especially when you push it, the pain disappears. When you push your hands here, the pain disappears. That kind of pain also belong to the energy low pain. But even it is energy low pain when you replenish the energy of the SS system, of the kidney system, right? You add the energy smoothing formula or you add the solution improvement formula. It also can help working faster. You also can help is working faster. So where there is an energy stasis or the blood blockage, there is a pain. So many kind of ladies, the period pain or the menstrual pain, especially for young ladies, for young girls, okay? Especially for them, this kind of sentence completely correct for them. So for that kind of period pain, we can smoothing the energy flow, improve the blood circulation, the pain will disappear. It's not that difficult. For the period pain, by personal natural health system, even for this, only for these kind of problems, personal natural health system can improve millions, even billions ladies' problems, can help them to improve the period pain. And this kind of period pain, if it is improved by the health system, and also the accepted advice, because for ladies, for the girls, they have this kind of period pain. They must something action wrong. Okay, we will use the energy smooth stuff and the solution improvement stuff for improve this kind of pains. At the same time, we should know their habit. At the same time, we should know their the habit, like emotion habit, like the living habit, the food habit, the working habit, because in fact the problems mostly is from the bad habits, except from parents, except the problems from parents, from heredity. Most problems it is from the people's bad habit. So that is why we need question from them, their emotion situation, their food habit, their work habit, their occupation, any kind of problems of people have from we need to know what's going on, like the diagnosis, or inner status, blood blockage, or inner something, right? By the information, like the habit information, we know where this kind of problems from. Are they from the emotion habit, work habit, the sex habit? Sex too much, I said. Sex too much, it will hurt you very much. It will hurt you very much. So we can give the advice to avoid the problems come back again after they are getting improvement by the natural health system. So we need to look for the root reasons. The root reasons. Where's the problem from? Where the problem from? It is the three causes. Three causes in the natural health system: emotion, weather, work, and later, the work and later, the sex, and the heredities, and those kind of stuff is belong to the third reason. Yeah, that belong to the third reason. So three kind of factors, three kind of causes. Three causes are the three causes to make the sickness. In fact, that three causes will explain all the problems where it is from. I cannot see all because emotion belong mad. Some mad reasons that is belong to another kind of level. But anyway, at least most problems we will know where the problems from. Where the problem from? Most problem we can see. We cannot say 100%. For any kind of health system, you cannot say 100% because what you can tell is what you know. What you cannot tell is what you do not know. So we do not say 100%. Three causes mostly we can cover. Okay, let's see the questionnaire, the table. Okay. Let's see the questionnaire, the table. Okay. So for women only, menstruation period is a mark of women. It shows if women are healthy or not. It shows that. And also, it shows if women can have babies or not. It shows original energy situation of women. Original energy. Sorry. No. It shows if women can have babies or not. It shows original energy. What is original energy? Original energy, in fact, mostly the original energy is from parents. It's from parents we can see the sperm and egg connection. Okay, and there is other kind of energy which is gained by the acid system. Acid system will digest, absorb, and generate the nutrients and energy from the food, right? And for the body normally use. For the extra energy which you cannot consume, and those kind of energy, it will be stored into the Kb as original energy. That is for man. For lady, it is allergy. Okay, it is allergy. For lady, it is allergy. So it shows original energy situation if it is enough or not, if it is strong or not. It is strong or not. But whatever the allergy, whatever the Kb, they always connected. Whoever for women and for men. Okay. Yeah. And the Kb or allergy, Kb for men. Okay. LG for women, or you can see Kb for both men and women. It's It's not so big issue if you talk like that. And key health situation decides how long time you can live. Excess energy or the health situation will decide how your life quality it is. This is before we have explained. It is connected with energy system. If menstruation or period is normal, women will have no big health issues at least. And this kind of sentence, it tells how it is important for the energy system and how the period or the energy system is important for the lady. If the lady the menstruation or the period is normal, the women will have no big health issues at least. We cannot see 100%, the lady will be healthy, but at least it will be no big issues. So for the women, we use the different kind of format. Like in the middle, it's the symptoms. Okay. In the first, it is diagnosis concept. What's the going on? What the problem it is? And for the here, it is the plan. It's the plan, health plan. Like for the symptoms, if the people have menstrual cycle always delayed, and the women have a little menstrual amount and lack milk after delivery, fever, or maybe the people will say, oh, in our questionnaire there is no like lack milk. No. Look, in our questionnaire there is a checkbox, right? You can check, you can check, right? But for the last, right? We still have like a box to let the people to feel what other problems you have, except or the besides, or except the above questionnaires, about questions. Okay, if you can fill out, you can write it down by your hand, or by the typing on the computer, right? Fever, all body pain. Menstrual cycle always delayed. If the menstrual cycle always delayed, the menstrual cycle, the period time always delayed, there is some reasons. The first reason, it is because in the energy system, the blood is not enough. Or we can see, let's see, sit down. So this you can see the picture here. So for the menstrual cycle always delayed, this kind of symptom, it is a reference symptom. It is not for confirmation to show the allergy blood low. And for the people who have always delayed menstrual cycle, it is good from the blood is not enough. If the blood is not enough, or the water energy is not enough in the energy system, period cannot come on time. And it can make the menstrual cycle always delayed because the blood energy in the energy system or the water energy in the energy system, it is not enough. It cannot generate the timely period to come. And a little menstrual amount, if the menstrual amount is very little, it's just 1 day, it's just 1 day, and then the period gone. And this kind of symptom, it is a confirmation symptom for showing allergy blood low, for showing allergy blood low. And also, if the lady after deliver the babies and the milk is very less, everybody knows where the milk from. Where the milk from? The milk is from the blood. It's from the blood. So if the mom want to have the enough milk, their blood energy or their water energy must be enough, must be good. And then people could have the enough milk for their babies. Otherwise, it will like lack milk. For the fever, especially for the chronic fever, the fever, in fact, the chronic fever, it is from the blood low, the fire toxin high, and it can make fevers. It can make fevers, and all body pain. It could from allergy blood flow. Allergy blood is low, and also it could from the circulation is not so good. But anyway, if the people have the symptoms listed like a menstrual cycle always delayed, a little menstrual amount, a more hair, lack milk after baby delivery, fever, all our body pains, you can use Mrs. Balance for that. MB, Mrs. Balance. The Mrs. Balance is water and fire energy. It's for water and fire energy, and you can use this formula for those kind of problems. And especially you should use the big dosage or double dosage. The double dosage is 4. What is 4? 4 capsules per time, 3 times daily before the meals, before the breakfast, before the lunch, and before the dinner. This is double dosage. Normal dosage, it is 6. It is 3. It's 3. 6 capsules per day. Okay. And if the people have a lot of or little menstrual amount or amenorrhea or a lot of blood clots during menstruation, painful menstruation. So for the people, when the people have the blood clots, in the period blood, and it shows like the people have the blood stack or blockage, we can confirm for that. But if the people have the blood blockage or the blood stuck in the allergy system, the people could have a lot of menstrual amount, or it could have the little menstrual amount. If the people have a lot of menstrual amount, and it could have like the allergy system fire energy is not so good. And if the people have the little menstrual amount, and it shows like the allergy system, the blood energy is not enough. But whatever, a lot of menstrual amount or a little of menstrual amount, Mrs. Balance all can work on it. So this means what? Mrs. Balance can work for both problems. The one problem is if you have a little amount of the period blood, or if you have a lot of amount, the period blood. All these two kind of problems, which looks like two directions, like one is for south, the other is for north. But the misbalance is working for both. It is interesting, but it is. That is why we see the misbalance is the best formula for women in health and natural health system. We do not see for in the whole world, okay? In the whole world, you give so big talk, maybe it will get a lot of complaints. But in the health and natural health system, for lady, the best formula which can be taken by every lady, it is the Mrs. Balance. Mrs. Balance formula is very perfect formula for that. So you have a little menstrual amount or a lot of menstrual amount, the Mrs. Balance all can work on that. All can work on that. And we use RBP, it is because a lot of blood clots. The blood clots there, blood circulation is there. Blood circulation is stuck. They have a lot of pains during the menstruation. Painful menstruation. Painful menstruation. Sure. For this, it and a heavy 40, that is the perfect. That is perfect combination. So in fact, you know, Mrs. Balance, the heavy 40 and the Ruby Plus, these three products combination can deal a lot of women issues. Can deal a lot of women issues. And symptoms like menstrual cycle always advanced. A lot of menstrual amount, menstrual blood color dark red, strong menstrual, especially for this, strong menstrual blood smell. You know, for menstrual cycle always advanced or a lot of menstrual amount, it doesn't confirm that people will have heart toxin. This doesn't confirm. For the confirmation, it is like a strong menstrual blood smell, serious thirsty, the burning urine is the burning urine, too much red tone with yellow coating. This kind of symptoms is for confirmation. Dampness toxin if in the allergy or kidney system. Dampness for the urination situation, like a burning, like a dripping, like a painful, like a frequent urination. Only the dripping, only if people have the dripping urine, with burning urine, with frequent urine, with the painful urine, and we can see it is heart dampness toxin. If only the people that feel the urination is burning, like feel hot, they feel very hot, but no like dripping. Dripping means difficult, means not easy, means it's very boring, and it means something is blocking something. Only that kind of dripping symptoms of the urination, it shows like dampness toxin in the system. If just a burning urine, if only burning urine, just or you ask the people, you feel the urine is hot when it is coming out? Oh yeah. I feel it is very hot. I feel it is burning like burning my chair, the usual, burning like PP channel. Well, this is like a hot toxin in the allergy system. Or you can see in the kidney system, it doesn't matter. Okay. And for this kind of problems, and blood detox, blood detox is for cleaning all of the body hot toxins. All of the body. whatever the hot toxin in the KP system, in the allergy system, in the SS system, in the LL system, in the HS system. Body toxin is for cleaning the hot toxin all of the body. In all of the body. And with RB plus, with renal water pill, because Mrs. Balance is for water and fire energy both peacefully, right? But here we need water energy because of burning the hot toxin in the allergy system. In the allergy system, we doesn't use like allergy water pills. No. We use rainwater pill because we said allergy system and the KB system is always together. We replenish KB water energy. It seems like we replenish the allergy water energy or allergy blood energy. You understand what I mean? So here, why we do not use mixed balance? Because burning, thirsty, strong menstrual blood smell, too much. So we need water energy to balance it. We need blood detox to clean the fire toxin, like this. Sure, if you add RB plus, it will be better results also. Remember, when you deal with everything, we consider to improve the people's circulation. If the people's circulation is improved, whatever the people have the cold problems, have the hot problems, the cold toxin or the hot toxin, it can be easily to be taken out. Here, we only list for the basic formula, okay? Basic product, basic formula to use. And if the people hot toxin in allergy system, as I said, store hard always. If the constipation is very serious, it is still hot toxin. At the same time, it is allergy energy stuck there, stuck in the colon. It is stuck in the colon. We need to break this kind of energy stuck by the allergy liver detox. By the liver detox. Liver detox is designed for the people who have the serious constipation. The constipation, the stool is from the beginning until the end. You must confirm this kind of information. From the beginning until end, it is hard. And then the liver detox, you can use it. At the same time, liver detox can clean the hot family toxin. At the same time, the liver detox can coming down the fire energy. Like when the people have the smooth energy also. People have the bitter mouth, acid reflux, and even the headache, and whatever. For the allergy system, energy stasis, and the allergy system fire toxin is high attacking the head, allergy detox can work on that, especially for emergency. This way. Clear, right? I'm not in the picture. I do not want to in the picture for now because if I'm in the picture, the words were not so clear. So I want to do like this way. I hope that people can stand. Okay. Okay. This is for this page. We go to next. Okay. Menstrual cycle always delayed. A little menstrual amount, dark red menstrual blood clots during period, painful menstruation, and relieved when putting hot stuff on belly. So to show the co-toxin in the allergy, like when the co-toxin in the allergy system, it can delay the menstrual cycle because the co-toxin can freeze, can temporarily hold the blood, the period blood, which is not taking off. So that is why when the people have the co-toxin in the allergy system, the menstrual cycle could be delayed. And also, a little menstrual amount to happen, it is because, as I said, the co-toxin hold the blood to not be released. And this will make the little menstrual amount also. Dark red menstrual blood because the cold frees the circulation. Circulation is freeze. Circulation is not good. The dark red, the color could not be the fresh red. Could not be the fresh red. Blood clots also will happen. Painful menstruation also will happen. Relieved when putting hot stuff on belly. This is like, if you have this kind of pain, painful menstruation, you put hand on the belly, the pain will relieved. For all these symptoms mentioned here, only this one can tell us it is co-toxin in the allergy system. Because we have period pain, and even the lady herself put the hand on the painful area of the belly, and the pain will be relieved or disappear. And this shows like co-toxin in the allergy system. And another thing, in fact, we should combine the people with very cold belly, very cold legs, very cold waist, very cold body. Something like this also can confirm that it is co-toxin in the allergy system if the people have a period problem. Unified pill, Revi Plus. Unified pill, Revi Plus work on this. The co-toxin. So listen, for all these symptoms here, this is just a reference. For confirmation is this one. And relieved when putting the hot stuff on belly, when putting in your hand on belly, and the pain, if it is relieved, this means here you need hot to relieve it. This means, oh, they tell you, oh, cold is here, please give me hot. With hot I will be relieved. So you should learn how to read your body tells you, and then you will know what happens with your body. Like for here, you have the painful period, you have painful the belly on there, right? And then when you put hot stuff, right? The hot, whatever the hot, even the hot hands, and the pain is relieved. This means the body is telling, hey, please keep it hot, otherwise I feel very painful. The cold is here, please help me to remove it. This is the body telling you. You should know how to read it. And sure, when you feel the cold belly, when you feel the cold legs, when you feel the cold waist, when you have the cold chest, when you have the watery diarrhea, all these kind of problems is cold related. You can see the cold toxin or the fire problems for this kind of people. You can use Rim5 pill. Gingerty also will works. Rim Plus just for helping the Rim5 pill to improve circulation. And then this problem will disappear. Our marks are back for soaking the feet bath, right? It also works. So when you see the problem is cold, use hot stuff to deal. It will works. It will. Allergy diseases, like when the people have the menstrual cycle always delayed, a little menstrual amount, blood clots during menstruation, painful menstruation, breast pain, suffering 2 sides and arms. It is allergy diseases, yes. Since it has blood clots, at least it has some blood blockage for in the allergy system. Like Mrs. Balance, heavy body, Revi Plus work on these problems. That is for today, the information. That is for today. So hot. Yeah, we have AC. I do not like. I like some sweating. We have AC on the back of our TV. I like the sweating so for the talks because it is summer. Okay. Yeah. So that's all information for today. We coronavirus was responsible. All the people have better health and better wealth. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.